Well, there's a good deal.
What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to Fun Under 5, the channel where I spend my money so you don't have to. Today, we're counting down my top 5 games for under $5 from July of 2026. These are all games I played this month, and after spending hours searching for hidden indie gems, these are the ones that stood out the most. But before we jump in, I want to make one thing very clear. This is not the list of best games under $5. I'm not ranking these based on graphics, gameplay, mechanics, polish, or even how much content they have. If I judged them that way, this list would look very, very different. Instead, I'm ranking them on one simple question. How much fun did I have? Because that's what Fun Under 5 is all about. Great games don't have to cost $70, and they don't have to be perfect. Sometimes a game that costs less than a cup of coffee can end up being one of the most memorable experiences you'll have all month. So, if you're looking to stretch your gaming budget and discover some hidden gems, let's count down my top 5 games for under $5 for July of 2026. Coming in at number 5 is Legend Buffet. Released on July 15th, 2026 and developed by Alien's Cat's Nest, this quirky little kitchen game ended up being one of the biggest surprises I played all month. At first glance, it looks like a simple cooking game. You're running a tiny little restaurant, chopping vegetables, grilling steaks, making hot dogs, and loading every order with toppings like tomatoes, onions, broccoli, cheese, ketchup, mustard, and even eggs? I don't know. It's exactly the kind of game you expect to relax with after a long day. But then things start getting kind of weird. It's constantly raining outside, your little restaurant feels isolated, and the customers waiting outside keep talking about some mysterious creature watching the town. Before long, you start hearing stories about a shadowy, red-eyed monster that may or may not be real. The game itself doesn't spend much time explaining itself. It kind of throws you into the kitchen and expects you to just figure things out as you go. Thankfully, the mechanics are simple enough that you'll just pick them up eventually. What really sold me, though, were the unexpected twists. There were a few hilarious cameos that completely caught me off guard, and they had me laughing way more than I would expect from a 99-cent game. It's short, it's funny, and it's just creepy enough to keep you curious. And somehow, it keeps your attention from beginning to end. For only 99 cents, it's incredibly easy to recommend. Taking the 4th spot this month is Father's Curse. Released on July 9th, 2026 by Mad Studio, this first-person horror game wastes no time setting a very unsettling tone. It all starts with a phone call from your father telling you that your mother has died. Wanting answers, you return to your childhood home to uncover what really happened. But as you explore the house, it quickly becomes clear that something much darker is at work. Deeper you dig into the mystery, the more you realize you've been lured there for a reason. And an evil spirit has plans for you that go far, far beyond simply haunting the house. The atmosphere is what really stood out for me. Every room feels tense, the spirits are genuinely creepy, and there's a phone that just won't stop freaking ringing. You'll also come across a mysterious curse book that slowly pieces together what's really happening, and while you will find a Zippo lighter early on, don't expect it to save you in any way, shape, or form. The game definitely has jump scares, but they're very well used. They're spaced out enough that you'll never come numb to them, and they usually happen when you finally put your guard down. If you're looking for a very solid indie horror game with a creepy atmosphere and a memorable story, Father's Curse is absolutely worth checking out. And if you want an even harder laugh, go watch my full uncut playthrough here on my channel. I mean, I'll admit it, I'm an absolute wimp when it comes to horror games, so watching me panic through this one is probably even better than playing the game itself. At number 3, we have Last Spellbook. Released on July 1st, 2026 and developed by Rawchop Studios, this roguelike deck builder quickly became one of my favorite strategy games for the month. You play as a mage battling waves of skeletons, undead creatures, and monsters by building an elemental spellbook throughout each run. But instead of rewarding luck, the game rewards experimentation. You'll constantly unlock new spells, discover powerful combinations, and slowly figure out synergies that completely change the way you play. Every run teaches you something new, and that's what kept pulling me back in. One run might evolve around setting something on fire, while the next has you freezing groups of enemies before shattering them with another spell. The combat feels satisfying, progression feels meaningful, and discovering new spell combinations and interactions became one of my favorite parts of the entire experience. I will also say, unlike other roguelikes, this game allows you to visit every fire, every combat, every elite fight, every treasure chest, every boss fight without skipping anything, which will make you a completely busted mage. It will almost ruin the experience of just how strong you get. But I will say, if you're someone who enjoys roguelikes mixed with strategic deck building, Last Spellbook absolutely deserves your attention. My runner-up for the month in number 2 is Laballatory. Released on July 3rd, 2026 by Rollmap Game Studios, this may be one of the strangest and most addictive games I've played in a long time. Trying to explain this game without mentioning Balatro is almost impossible. So, imagine Balatro, but replace the deck of cards with a Newton's Cradle. Instead of building poker hands, you're experimenting with colored metal balls to earn enough money to escape the laboratory you're trapped inside of. You have red, blue, yellow, purple, and bronze balls, and as the game progresses, you'll discover new effects, new upgrades, and even balls that can split into multiple colors to create completely different strategies. It sounds ridiculous, and honestly, it kind of is, but that's exactly what makes it so much fun. Every run becomes one gigantic science experiment where you're trying to break the game's scoring system by discovering ridiculous combinations. It's creative, it's addictive, and unlike anything I've played before. So, if you enjoyed Balatro in the past, and you're looking for something that scratches a similar itch while still feeling original, Laballatory is an easy recommendation. And finally, I will say, please read your tablet in this game. Everybody, please read your tablet in this game. And the Fun Under 5 Game of the Month for July 2026 is Backpack Dungeon. Released on July 14th, 2026 and published by Shuffle Play Games. Backpack Dungeon completely took over my free time this month. At its core, it's an inventory management game mixed with an auto battler, but there's just so much more depth to it. Think backpack battles, but add dungeon diving and exploring into it. Every item that you find has to fit inside of your backpack using a square grid, but simply fitting everything inside isn't enough. Where you place each item matters. Weapons can buff neighboring weapons. Armor can activate healing effects on other armor. Relics can strengthen over time. Some equipment even create powerful synergies that completely transform your build. As you continue exploring the dungeon, you'll collect gold, open treasure chests, level up, and visit shops to keep expanding your build. One of my favorite mechanics is that the items can actually evolve into stronger versions when combined correctly. So, not only does that save precious backpack space, but it completely changes the way you play. You can even buy entirely new backpacks and attach them to your existing one for bigger backpacks. But more inventory space might sound amazing until you realize there's a catch. During combat, a small orb travels around the outside edge of every connected backpack, activating as each time it passes an item. The bigger your backpack becomes, the longer it takes before your strongest equipment gets activated again, so more space isn't always better. It's one of those mechanics that's incredibly simple to understand, but creates really difficult decision making. On top of that, there are 5 starting classes, hundreds of different items, and enough build variety that no 2 runs will ever feel the same. Add an incredibly deep house soundtrack, satisfying progression, and nearly endless replayability, and Backpack Dungeon easily earned my #1 spot this month. And those are my top 5 games for under $5 for July of 2026. If you played any of these games, please let me know what you thought down in the comments. And if you found a hidden gem yourself, well, let me know. Is under $5? Is it worth it? I want to play it myself. If you want to see the full uncut gameplay of any game featured in today's list, check them out, they're all on the channel. I also upload gameplay of plenty of games that didn't make a top 5, so if you're curious about the rest of July's releases, you'll find them here too. But I will say not every game is a winner. I also cover games that aren't worth buying, so hopefully I can save you from wasting a few dollars on the ones that just don't deliver. At Fun Under 5, the goal isn't just to help you find great games, it's to help you save a couple bucks as well. If you enjoy the video, consider leaving a like and subscribing. It really helps the channel grow and lets me keep digging through these under $5 games to find the hidden gems and the occasional trash fire. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next month for another round of Fun Under 5. Bye guys.